Good day to you everyone, my name is Whistler and welcome back to my Minecraft Hardcore Let's Play series. It is actually currently Boxing Day for me, so we've got all of these festive chests for now. They probably won't last for the entire episode, but they're here for now, and yeah, that's why they're here. However, we have updated this world to 1.18, which means that we get to explore the new update today. Oh, that thunderstrike was rather ominous. I hope that's not a bad omen. So the glorious thing about the 1.18 update is that you don't have to go to new chunks in order to explore the new caves. Instead, they can actually generate beneath your world, below Y0. The bedrock layer will have been removed and been converted into deep slate, and we'll have this vast world for us to explore beneath us. I have no idea what is beneath our base, but I think this is pretty much the lowest point of my world that I have sort of developed. It's not that much developed. My villager block factory is rather nearby, but I suspect that we should probably use this spot to descend to the world below. Oh, would you just look at that? We've got deep slate. It is no longer bedrock. This is something special indeed. I now have an absolute ton of space available beneath my world. It's actually kind of insane. Oh. Really? Have I just tunneled straight into a geode? I think I have. Wow. I did not know that that was there. Wow. Hello. Is there a creeper in there? No? We've just got a zombie, I think. Hopefully. You know, it's actually a really good thing that we've got Amethyst geodes generating beneath our world, because one of the things I was hoping to build at some stage is an Amethyst shard farm. And then that way, we could have infinite Amethyst blocks. They just would come very slowly. But that's not the point. I wanted the blocks, and I'm glad that we've got them available. Is this a new cave? This looks like a new cave, like one of those really tight and claustrophobic ones. So that'll be difficult to explore, but we should probably light up this geode before we go anywhere else. I do not want a creeper coming in here and blowing it up or something. That would be horrific. But this is a pretty decent size. There should be a lot of budding amethyst blocks in here. So I think today we'll try and make a farm out of this and see how that goes. We'll do that later though, because the first thing I want to do is explore the new caves. And I've got to say, this already feels extremely different. And I don't think this cave is actually going anywhere. It's just going to a dead end with a lava pool at the other end. Yeah, that cave went literally nowhere. Even the other direction was, it went nowhere as well. So we're actually going to tunnel in this direction and hopefully we'll come across a new cave. And, ooh. Hello, Deep Slate Diamond Door. You are a very beautiful block. I've got to say, Deep Slate Diamond Door, the most beautiful block in the game right now. That's my opinion. It just looks so good. Gotta collect that. I have found a new cave. So we should try to explore it. I can actually hear footsteps, so there should be a creeper somewhat nearby, which is why I'm a little bit wary, but we should find him some point soon. Ah, there you are. I knew you were there. You can't hide from me. Oh, you can clearly dodge though. One of the interesting things about this is that we've actually got clay blocks generating beneath the world as well, because we're actually in a lush cave currently, I believe. We haven't really seen much of the proper lush cave generation yet, but the fact that we've got large pockets of clay generating, I think that's really cool. It certainly makes it easier to collect, that's for sure. Well, that cave proved rather fruitless as well, so I do believe that our plan of action should be to strip this geode completely bare of all of the amethyst blocks and the calcite and the smooth basalt, leaving behind only the budding amethyst blocks so that we can create a farm out of this later. I've got to say, it looks actually pretty interesting removing it layer by layer. It's like I am deconstructing this with a 3D printer or something. It's a rather interesting experience. And here we go. We have completely harvested the entire geode, leaving behind only the budding amethyst blocks. And these blocks will be able to grow over time, and we should be able to harvest the crystals from them at a later time. Hopefully we'll get a good amount from it. This was a large geode, so we've actually gotten tons of resources out of that. Lots of calcite, lots of smooth basalt, lots of amethyst blocks. What's not to love? Now, during that geode harvesting session, I actually heard a lot of axolotl noises, so I had to try and dig in that direction and see where they were coming from. And just here, on the opposite side of this wall, we've got a little pond with 4 axolotls in it. I think that's great. In fact, I think because the rest of my axolotls died, other than Alice, who I'm keeping in my inventory at all times, I think we're actually going to try to keep these guys safe. We're going to, first of all, we're going to make sure they don't despawn by replacing them with our bucket. That will make them persistent to the game. And then later, we'll try and remove them to our own lush cave, where they will have a larger pool to play around in. I think that's just a really good idea. Right, get back in the bucket, Alice. But yeah, we'll come back for these axolotls later. But for now, we've got some caves to explore. Hello, Creeper. Bang, thank you very much. You killed the skeleton for me. I didn't have to do anything there. Here we go. We've got a brown axolotl as well. So now I've just got to remember where this axolotl is. And we should have all of the 4 common colours. Just got to hope that that brown axolotl doesn't die. Oh, look at this. We've finally got Spore Blossoms in our world. Oh, this is great. This is actually one of the final touches I wanted to add to my Mega Creeper tree. I wanted one of these. I wanted to put some of these Spore Blossoms onto the various different branches, and it would just create like a really cool particle effect. I'm really looking forward to how that turns out. Oh, here we go. We've got Deep Slate Diamond Ore once again. Is it just the one? I think it's just the one. Still though, Deep Slate Diamond Ore. Oh, we've just come across a spawner. That's cool. I think this one's a skeleton spawner, clearly. Let's just light this up real quick. The old way is the best way. I know that the lighting changes mean that we don't have to do that anymore, but I still like to do that regardless. What have we got? We've got pretty much nothing in that chest, but we do have a music disc in this one. I don't know if I've got Cat yet, so we're actually going to take that. My spawner luck is actually quite high today, it seems. This is the second spawner I've come across. Wow, this one's a zombie spawner. Is there anything good in the chest? Frostwalker 2 book. That's interesting. I will keep that one because I don't think I actually have Frostwalker in this world. We could put that on a set of boots or something. Oh, this looks promising. I think we finally found a big cavern. Yeah, we have. Look at that. We've got a giant lush cave cavern under our world, directly underneath our base. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so glad I've got this. I wonder what I should build here. Although, just having a quick look around, there is a lot of mobs down here. I think because I've lit up the entirety of the surface and also the caves above Y0, there's just an absolute ton of mobs just here. Oh my goodness, what does my spawner look today? This is the 3rd spawner. What have we got? 1 golden apple. Okay, I'll take that. The rest of it is pretty rubbish. But still, 3 spawners. I never seem to come across these usually. That's pretty good. Oh, Deep Slate Diamond Ores. We've got 4 just here. That is amazing. Actually, we've got 5. Wow. Right, we've got to brave the cavern. We've got to light it up, despite all of the mobs. This will be done. We shall be victorious. And hopefully, it won't be too chaotic. Oh, the mobs are already coming after me. The zombies have my scent. Oh my goodness, just look at the zombie horde that I'm gathering here. I'm just trying to light the place up. They're just building up more and more. I'm going to have a full-blown zombie apocalypse down here soon. Now, one of the awesome things about 1.18 is that I don't have to use as many torches as I would do usually. Oh, that's a creeper. Because mobs only spawn at light level 0 now. So, oh my goodness, just look at all the zombies. But yeah, mobs only spawn at light level 0, so that makes lighting up caves like this one a lot easier than it might have been otherwise. Oh my goodness, kill the zombies for me, creeper, please. I don't think I actually got any with that explosion. Oh dear, there's so many of them. Right, okay, we've got to kill these zombies. I will take on the apocalypse. There we go. 2 left. No, I'm wrong there. 2 left. There we go. And there we go. After much difficulty, I believe we've lit up pretty much all of this giant cavern. I think there's still a couple of dark spots here and there, but I think this will do. Pretty much. I've got to say, though, this lush cave looks absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. Oops. I was just admiring the lush cave. Why did I have to fall into lava? Jeez. Oh dear. Only half hearts. Not even close. Do better, world. If you want to kill me, do better. Yeah, so this lava lake just there. Let's try and keep note of that and not fall into it in the future. But yeah, the fact that we've got a lush cave beneath our base, I think that's pretty cool. I'm so happy that I have this. Oh, look at this. We've got deep slate copper. Excellent. This is such a rare block now, but I'm so glad it still generates. And there's actually a geode within that lush cave cavern as well, so we're going to have to try and see if we can make a farm out of this one at some point as well. One geode isn't exactly fast on the amethyst shard rate, but it should increase quite dramatically the more geodes that I have beneath my world farming shards. So this is pretty cool. I won't go inside the geode though, because I do think I can hear a creeper in there. Speaking of geodes, I think I've just come across a third one. And this is actually quite close to the first geode as well, so that's pretty cool. And I do believe that that is enough cave exploring for today. We've already come across one gigantic cavern, and that is enough for me. So we should probably get started on this amethyst shard farm. So these things are ridiculously complicated because they're all so varied and different. And I do believe one way that we could farm this is if we observed the crystals growing with an observer, and then that could fire a piston or something. But that would also require like a counter, and I think that that would be overly complicated for an amethyst farm because it just wouldn't fit with all of the budding amethyst blocks that we have here. So I think we're going to have to do something else that isn't a counter. Instead, I think we're going to go for some sort of clock. So I just want to check, can we pull shards away with a sticky piston? And can we push them with a sticky piston? Hopefully both options will just break the crystals, but it might not be the case. Let's see what happens. Okay, that shard broke. The other one is still there. Can I pull it? No. Okay, I was hoping that I could, but it seems that that is not going to be the case. So I think the best option is actually just normal pistons facing downwards from above them. I've seen other people do this design as well, but it's pretty simple to do. 4 pistons can be activated by one block just directly above the budding amethyst block, and then that should break all of the 4 surrounding shards, and they will fall down below. It's a pretty good method, I've got to say. And then to collect the amethyst shards as they drop from the budding amethysts as the pistons fire, I think the best option is to just have hoppers placed beneath to collect everything. Right, so we've got 3 budding amethyst blocks connected up there, and now I've got to do it to the rest of them. And that's going to be rather painful, so wish me luck, everyone. Hopefully I will still have a brain after this. Well, I've got to say, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and my brain is mush. It's completely gone. It says it's turned to mush. I have no idea what I'm thinking of anymore. I might be making mistakes. I might not be. Who knows? I don't even know if this will work. Oh, goodness, the hopper situation is even worse because everything's just spaghettified everywhere. Oh, dear. Is that a better way of doing this? It probably is. I'm definitely doing this the wrong way. I wonder what the best way of doing this is. So I don't know about using water streams. I don't know if that would be upsetting in terms of redstone. It would be very complicated, that's for sure. Although maybe we could try out water streams with a different geode at some point. But let's test these hoppers. Does it work? Does it actually go down to where I want it to? Please say yes. So I've got a central hopper down at the bottom here. And we've got 2 deep slate inside. Excellent. It should all be working, hopefully. So I think we're going to fire the pistons with a clock. And we've got an etho hopper clock here. It's completely full with items. We've got 5 stacks of stone blocks in here. And then to make this even slower, I think we'll hook it up to a second etho hopper clock. And then that will just multiply the length of time it takes to fire the pistons by hopefully the amount of time it takes for the crystals to fully grow. I don't know. Let's just hope that it works. So to lock the hoppers, we're going to have 2 redstone torches beneath them, and then we can deactivate those with the second etho hopper clock, and then that will make the first one ridiculously slow. So let's give it a test. Okay, it's deactivated the torch, and it's just deactivated the torch. It's not stopping. Okay, we've got to adjust some things here. So I've made some adjustments, and hopefully it'll let less blocks through. 3 blocks that time. Okay, that is much more manageable. That is actually a lot closer to what I was hoping. So next up, we've got to completely wire up the entire thing with redstone. Oh my goodness. My brain is mush once again. It's just not there. It's scrambled, it's whizzed around, and it's left my head. I don't have a brain anymore. I do think that we're done though, so let's give it a test. Hopefully everything works as planned. Oh, that's a lot of pistons. I hope I don't have any facing into the budding amethyst blocks, because they'll break them if they do that. You can't move them. Let's do this. Has everything worked? Oh, goodness. That wasn't supposed to happen. Everything was supposed to go into the hoppers. So we've got some issues, clearly. But hopefully most of them will have made it into the hoppers. I hope. Oh, look at this one. I've not even connected it to hoppers. Come on, Whistler. How many shards did I get from that, though? 2 stacks and 20. Okay. That's a good amount. And I think the way that I have the clock set up, it should take around 2 to 3 hours, I hope. So if we get that every single time, then I'd say that's pretty good. Although we might get less as the farm runs itself, because I've been here for quite a few hours now, and it's not been 2 to 3 hours, it's been way more, just trying to build this shard farm. This is definitely the most complicated machine that I have ever built. And it's just all one gigantic puzzle. I have no idea what's going on anywhere anymore, but it kind of works. So we'll take that as a victory, I think. So we've got Spore Blossoms in our world now, and I was hoping to add them to our mega creeper tree here. Hopefully we could get some nice lush cave particle effects going on around here. I just think it would make a really nice touch. The finishing touch, I believe. So let's just pillar up and place that there, and we should get some nice particles surrounding us. Hopefully we can see it from the base of the tree as well. And it looks like, yeah, we can still see it. That's pretty good. So let's add the rest that I have collected, and we'll see how that goes. So I believe that we need more Spore Blossoms, like preferably on every branch, because otherwise they're too far apart from each other, and we don't get as many particles as I was hoping for at the base of the tree. But we'll save the rest of that for the future, I think. Now, the other thing that I now have in my world is Drip Leaf. So I know that this was technically obtainable in 1.17, and get out of the berry bush, please. But I did not have it, because the only way of obtaining it was for a wandering trader to come along and sell you a small drip leaf. And I spent so much time in the nether that I just never got that trader. It just never came. I think I can harvest more just by breaking the base. Yes, I can. Excellent. So let's farm up a bunch of this, and we'll spread it throughout our custom lush cave here. Now, I'd quite like to have some variety with our drip leaf, so we're going to have some tall ones, some not so tall ones, just enough to give a little bit of height variation to them, and we can bone meal them just like that to make them grow, and hopefully that will give a little bit more life to our lush cave. So how does this look? Oh yeah, I'm liking this. I guess the next thing to add would be more moss blocks to like the ceiling, and also small drip leaf as well, but I don't have any of that just yet. I meant to collect some in the lush cave earlier, but I just didn't. Now then, one of the things I added to this cave as 1.17 arrived was axolotls to this little pond here, but they escaped and then they died. So my plan of action is to make this pond a little bit deeper, and then we'll add the axolotls that we found earlier, and hopefully it will look a lot better. So we're going to use a little bit more clay here just to make everything look consistent as we move the pond deeper. It should still look good though. And I need to remove the top layer of water, so let's just block that out with our stone blocks here. And we now have a completely empty pond. I have destroyed a habitat, and I need to refill it. So, Alice, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to evict you from the bucket once more and get some more water, because I don't have an infinite water source. There we go. Excellent. And then I can just fill in the rest of this pond. Well, Minecraft just crashed on me, which is not ideal. I'm not sure how that treats the things around my world. Is Alice okay? I'm not seeing Alice anywhere. Oh, she's back in the bucket. Okay, I didn't put her back in the bucket. That's interesting. Oh dear. Right, let's let her swim freely again for now. Be free, Alice. And in fact, I'm actually going to make this ever so slightly deeper. Yeah, I've got to say, this looks pretty good at the moment. I'm very happy with how this has turned out, this little lush cave aquifer that we've got here. I'm liking how it's turned out, so let's add back in the life that was here before. We'll add the seagrass with the bone meal, and the kelp and the sea pickles. Just like they had never left. And here we go. I've got to say, this little pond here looks a lot better than how it did before. I'm a lot happier with it now, I've got to say. So I guess it's time that we add the rest of the axolotls in, if I can find them again. Hopefully they're here. Yep, they're still here. They have survived. Excellent. So let's just move all of these guys over to our custom lush cave. And there we go. We've added the axolotls. They're swimming around, having fun. I have no idea where the brown axolotl is, I've got to say. I think I've lost them. I will be honest though, I love how this aquifer here has turned out. It looks a lot better than it did before. It's got depth to it, and it's got life too. These axolotls aren't going to be able to kill themselves, which is brilliant. Now, where's Alice? Are you Alice? I'd like to take Alice back. Yes, you are Alice. Thank you very much. Get back in the bucket. So, I believe it's that time of the episode again, where we work on the nether just a little bit more. We worked on one of the corners last time and completely removed it. And I believe that we should work on another one, because this nether isn't going to dig itself out. Got to do this over time or it won't happen at all. So the corner that we're going to destroy this time is that one over there. And the one that we removed last time is that one there, so this one's next to it. So yeah, let's do that one. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. I think it looks like a gigantic chunk of netherrack, which is what I'm not looking forward to. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that time lapse, everyone. Let's go. Actually, scratch that. I have a different plan in mind. I'm going to blow up the majority of it. There's just too much netherrack for me to deal with today. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, we're going to use TNT here. Let's just lay it down. There we go. Oh, that's a piglin. I didn't notice them at all. Okay, they're not in range. I think the best option is to run away. No, that's not the exit. Oops. No, I do not have time to shoot an arrow here. Okay, this is not ideal. How do I get out? Where is the exit? There it is. Okay. That's enough for me today. You know, I made a promise to myself never to play hardcore after a 12-hour shift, and here I am. I'm doing that today. It's, my mind's a mess, and it's showing. Oh dear. I should not have let myself just get that close to dying just then. That was not good. Hopefully those piglins have just despawned though. Let's just put our chest plate on though. Are we okay? Yes, we are. Okay, the piglins are gone. Excellent. So with that being the case, let's finish off this nether bomb. So we have laid down the TNT. Next up, explosion. So let's just hope we hit this thing. No, of course we didn't. Okay, that was a miss. Let's try again. There we go. Hopefully it does what I want it to. Please do what I wanted it to. Is it doing it? Oh. Some of that TNT got rather close just then, actually. Oh, I've angered the piglins. That is not ideal. Let's just remove those blocks so that they can't get to me. Oh, look at this hole, though. That's pretty sizable. I'm pretty happy with that. Let everything update. I think there are some chunks that haven't loaded yet. They haven't worked out what on earth has just happened to them. Will it happen? Will it happen? Or do I just have chunk errors now? Ah, there we go. Looks like it's finally worked itself out now. That's excellent. Hello, piglins. I'm very glad that I cut you off now. Goodbye. Oh, wow. Just look at all of the XP that the piglins are dropping. They are so angry with me. Just gleefully, willingly leaping to their death just so that they have a chance of hitting me, but they're not even anywhere close. Come on, guys. Oh, just look at all of this lava, though. Doesn't this just bring back fond memories? Oh, hang on. This is not as safe as I thought it would have been. I didn't think the piglins would grow more intelligent and use the lava to make their way down. Oh dear. Okay, we've got this though. We've got a smite sword. So now that I've blown up this portion of the nether as well, I believe that we should start that time lapse for real this time. So let's go, everyone. Let's do this. And welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, because we now have another portion of the nether down, which is excellent. As always though, it did an absolute number on my tools, so we have to repair them once again. But luckily, this is why I have a zombie piglin farm just here. It gives me a ton of XP as well as gold, and I can just switch it from manual to automatic. It's such a good farm. I'm so happy I built this thing. Just listen to that sound of death. And as you can see here, the chosen one, the nether chicken, has survived for at least another episode. I really need to move him out of this gold farm here, because he's just chilling here. He knows the good strat. I need to take him out. Oh. Well, that's not ideal. I've got to be careful of coming out of that portal then, because we might have angry piglins on the other side if I'm not careful. Oh dear, I don't know how I'm going to work that out. Oh wow, just look at the black hole iron farm. Can't even see the black hole. There we go, now it's coming into view. So I have a confession to make, everyone. As I updated the world to 1.18, I flew around the world just making sure that all of the new caves were generated so that I didn't have random lag spikes occurring because of them. And because of that, we have explored a little bit more of the world. And we have even come across a few of the new chunk borders. And I've got to say, the chunk blending here, it's good, but it could be better. Just, like, look at the dirt. Like, that's 1.18 generation there with the copper, and then we've got 1.15.2 on the other side. And I think it could be better, because we still got, like, the dirt having an issue, I think. Other than that, though, the blending's pretty good, I've got to say. Mojang's done a really good job with this update. And the reason I am flying in this direction is because I found a meadow here earlier. And yeah, it just looks absolutely beautiful, and it's huge as well. It's so vast. Oh, we've got to do something here at some point. So if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. It's even got canyons for me to fly through as well. My goodness, this is so cool. I love the world generation in 1.18. It's so cool. It's so beautiful. And so gigantic. It just looks amazing. And it looks like we've actually got a dripstone cave beneath here as well. We might have to explore one of those next time or do something with the biome regardless. I'm afraid though that that's going to have to be the end of the episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching, everyone.